It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll get a look at Ezekiel Elliott. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday. So it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season's going to end. And then on the complete opposite side, you got guys making plans for the offseason, figuring out where they're going on vacation. Week 18 is a tricky thing around the league. A lot of division games, a lot of interesting matchups. And we're just wrapping up stage one of what is an unbelievable NFL season.
So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Cooks going in motion. Again, here's Zeke. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Here's 3rd and 7.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
Prescott now. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. The veteran Jamison Crowder deep to return. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. He's going to continue to lead his team to...
He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
We met with them the other day, Mike, and the offensive coordinator, he went out of his way. He was adamant that they felt really good early in this game. There was a lot of things on this opening script they could do to attack this defense. Well, needless to say, I don't think giving up a sack on the first play was what he had in mind, and now they face a 2nd and long. They got to get back on track.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Third and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Cowboys offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us. And we'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason at the end of the night. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Yeah! Here we go! I take 20.
They'll stick with Elliott. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Yeah!
They'll run Zeke up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Cooks going in motion. They'll run it here with Zeke. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah! Here we go! I take.
Cooks going in motion. Straight ahead, it's Elliott. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Yeah!
On 3rd down, Prescott. Open man, that's the veteran, Cooks. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard.
And he's going to have a Cowboys 1st down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. 0-0 is the score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. A short game, down to the 7. Second and goal.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. And he's into the end zone. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's complete. It's Jamison Crowder. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Throwing again, Daniels. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here we go. Here we go. No.
Yet another Alabama back in the lead. This is Brian Robinson. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Come on. Hit. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer. The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Cooks going in motion. Second down, Prescott. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Slot receiver headed right. Third and short. Prescott. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Now Prescott. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Here now, third and 5.
Yeah! There we go!
They'll throw again. Dak. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one fielded at the 15. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Okay, great.
Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Back.
They'll throw with Daniels. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window. to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. J.J. McCarthy has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Rome Odunze, a touchdown reception. The Cowboys were treated to a fine first half from number 4, quarterback Dak Prescott. He's got the lone touchdown of the game on a touchdown run. We'll see if he can get it going through the air as this one goes on. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10.
Go! Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He's going to run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
Here's 2nd and 9. Daniels now going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott. That's complete to Elliott. A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down, Cowboys.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he's in! Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Dallas. That touchdown, number 1 for him on the year. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Going to return this from the 10. And And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Now Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Ready, go!
Out of the gun, they give it to Eckler. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Throwing now, Daniel. He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They face 2nd down and 7. The motion man here is McClure. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First and 10. Here's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
On the jump. Here we go.
Throwing is Daniels. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially the numbers. Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Come on. Hey.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Eckler now on 1st and 10. He'll take this down inside the 30. Marquise Bell up to make the stop.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the first down. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs. So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
He'll give it to Eckler on the option. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll take it on in. Then send it. Touchdown, Washington. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. Right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
17 yards on that play. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
1st down throw there is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
To the air again. Prescott. Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys up their lead. It's now 24-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's a short one caught by Sinnott.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's over the middle to the tight end, Sinnott. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down.
Let's go now.
And 5.
Smash. Unlock line. Unlock line.
Daniels going to throw again. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, pretty.
Hand off here to Zeke. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Second down and 8.
Yeah. There we go.
From out of the gun, it's a run with Elliott. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
Yeah. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's a run. A short game down to the 7. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. The line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal.
Yeah, here we go. I take.
They'll go with him again. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Dallas. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Okay, ready?
3rd and a yard.
Here we go, back.
3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
On 2nd down, here comes Zeke. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They finished the season on a high note. So now they'll have the week off as the #1 seed. Get back to it in 2 weeks for the divisional round of the playoffs. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.